Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Mukam Karoti Vacharam Pangam Langarite Grim Gittasaka Kamaham Vande Shri Guru Dinatakanam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Iswaram. Hare Krishna. Welcome all the devotees for Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. I seek blessings from all the devotees so that I can speak Bhagavatam in the Parampara for the pleasure of Krishna and the devotees and my own purification. Today we will be reciting the second canto, second chapter, The Lord in the Heart, sloka number 21, 20 and 21. So tomorrow I am not out. So today itself I will cover 20 and 21 because 19, 20, 21 all are the same topic we will be discussing. So you can all follow the sloka. Nabhyam sitam krida adhirupya tasmat udana gatayorisi tam nayana munihi tata anusandeya diya manasavi swatulamulam asankar shankar nayata Nabhyam sitam hridaya adhiropya tasmat udana katyorisi tam nayana muniha tato anusandeya diya manasavi swatulamulam sankir nayatya Nabhyam sitam Hridaya adhiropya tasmat udana katyoresi tam nayana munihi tato anusandhya diya manasavi swatulamulam sanakir naitya. Word by word meaning. Nabhyam, on the navel, sitam, situated in the heart. Adhiropya, by placing tasmat from there. Udana, storing. Gatya, post. Urasi, on the chest. Some thereafter. Nayate, Shuddha, Munihi, the meditative devotee. Tata, them. Anusandhya, just to search out. Diya, by intelligence. Manasavi, the meditative. Swatula Moolam, at the root of the palate. Sanakya, slowly. Naitya, may be bought in. Translation is perfect by His Divine Grace, C.C. Bhakti Vedanta Srila Prabhupada, Jai Srila Prabhupada. The meditative devotee should slowly push up the life air from the navel to the heart, from there to the chest and from there to the root of the palate. He should search out the proper place with the intelligence. But there are 6 circles of the movement of the life air, and intelligent bhakti yogi should search out these places with intelligence and in a meditative mood. Among these meditation, above the Swadhisthana chakra are the powerhouse of the life air, and above this, just below the abdomen and the navel, is the Manipura chakra. When the upper space is further searched out in the heart, one reaches the Anantahata chakra, and further up, when the life air is placed at the root of the palate, one reaches the Vishuddhi chakra. So we'll continue with the next sloka. Tasmat Guru Antaram Unayeta Niruddha Saptayanu So Nipakshaha Anupakshaha Sitava Muhurtam Arudam Anukrita Drishtir Nirbadya Murudan Vishraj Param Gata Tasmat Guru Antaram Unayeta Niruddha Sapta Ayestano Apekshaha Sva Arudha, Arudram, Apunta Drishtir, Nirbadya, Murudan, Vishrajit, Param Gataha, Tasman, Gurur, Antaram, Unayeta, Niruddha, Saptaya, Anuyeto, Apekshaha, Spiva, Mururto, Adaram, Akunta, Drishtir, Nirbhaya, Murudan, Vishrajit, Param Gataha, word by word meaning. Tasmat, from there, Pruhu, on the eyebrow, Antaram, in between, Unyeta, should be bought in, Niruddha, by blocking, Sapta, 7, Ayatanaha, outlet of the life air, Anupekshaha, independent of all the material enjoyment, Sittuva, by keeping, Muruda, of the movement, Ardham, of Akunta, back home, back to Goddess, Drishti, one whose aim is targeted like that, Nirbhayatiya, punching, Murudan, the celestial hole, the cerebral hole, Vishrajit should give up his body, Param, the supreme, Gataha, having gone to. Translation purport is divine basis Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada, Jack. Thereafter, Bhakti Yoga should push the life air up between the eyebrow and then blocking the 7 outlet of the life air. He should maintain his aim for going back home, back to Godhead. If he is completely free from all the desire for material enjoyment, he should then reach the cerebral hole and give up his material connections, having gone to the Supreme. But the process of giving up all the material connections and returning home, back to Godhead, the Supreme is recommended herein. The condition is that one should be completely free from desire for material enjoyment. There are different grades of material enjoyment in respect to the duration of the life and sensual gratification. The highest plane of the sensual enjoyment for the longest period of the life is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita 9.2. All are but material enjoyment, and one should be thoroughly convinced that he has no need of such a long duration of life. Even in the Brahmaloka planet, he must return home back to Godhead and must be attracted by any amount of material facilities and must not be attracted by any amount of material facilities. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that this sort of material detachment is possible attained when one is acquainted with the supreme association of the Lord. Param drishtva nivratete. One cannot be freed from material attraction unless there has completely understanding of the nature of spiritual life. The propaganda by certain class of the impersonates that the spiritual life is void of all the varieties is dangerous. Propaganda is mislead the living being onto becoming more and more attracted by the material enjoyment. As such, a person with a poor fund of knowledge cannot have any conception of the Param, the Supreme. They try to stick to the varieties of material enjoyment, although they may flatter themselves by as being the Brahman realization soul. Such less intelligent person cannot have any conception of Param. As mentioned in this verse, therefore they cannot reach the Supreme. The devotee have full knowledge of spiritual world. The personality of Godhead and his transcendental association is unlimited spiritual planet called Vaikuntha Loka. Herein, Akunta Drishti is mentioned. Akunta and Vaikuntha convey the same import, and only one who has his aim fixed upon the spiritual world and the personal association with the Godhead can give up his material connection even while living in this world. This Param and Param Dhamam mentioned in the 7th place in Bhagavad Gita are one and the same thing. One who goes to the Param Dhamam does not return to the material world. This freedom is not possible even by reaching the topmost loka of the material world. The life here passes But the yogi, as above mentioned, who controls the life air in his own way, generally releases the life air by puncturing the cerebral hole in the head. The yogi therefore blocks up all the above mentioned 7 openings so that the life air will naturally burst forth through the cerebral hole. This is the sure sign of great devotee living the middle connection. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjalakshalakhya Chakshurumilitam Mena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Swapitam Mena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamaya Tadambikam Padakya Vandeham Shri Guru Shivata Padakamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Shri Rupam Sagarjatam Sagararunakam Yatam Tam Sajivam Advaitam Savadutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sarna Lita Shri Vishakam Sham He Krishna Karna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatkate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanta Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vichabal Sudev Pranamami Hari Krishna Panchakalpatil Vicha Kripa Sudev Paditana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namo Jai Shri Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vachara Guru Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Namo Pangajanabhaya Namo Pangajanetara Namo Pangajanabhaya Namo Pangajamaline Namo Pangajanetraya Namaste Pangajangre Hare Krishna. Welcome once again for the Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. Today we'll be covering the sloka number 20 and 21 due to time constraints. Tomorrow I'm not there. So, but both are interconnected, so it's good to go with the same flow so you can understand very well. It gives a lot of insight about how the Ashtanga yogis live their gross body. So that's what we have to understand, and followed by that we will also hear about the Haribhakti Vilas 6th instruction. Of the first 2 instructions we were following that favorable, accept the favorable to the devotion and reject the unfavorable for the devotion. This topic also, the last conditions also we will be hearing it. So we cannot be attentive. So let's proceed. So sloka number 28, what it talks about. The yogi raises the situation in the region of navel to the heart in the chest region. So he raises the air then. And then the movement of the Udana air. Udana air is a primary air. There are the 5 primary airs and 5 secondary airs are there, which flows upward and reaches the throat region. So now the air is being reached the throat. The yogi having controlled his consciousness, he is totally controlling his consciousness through his intelligence by he searching out gradually leads the air to the base of the palate. So he pushes the air to the base of the palate. So that is between the eyebrows, which is now act as a launching pad and pierce to the Brahma Randha. So it is eyebrow, that is a launching platform. That's what we say. The racket before sending, there is a launching. Similarly, when you go to swimming pool, when you want to dive, so there is a launching pad is there. On the pad you push and jump inside. No, same. So that now it pierces to Brahmandra hole, the cerebral holes. So here the Manasavi means one who has conquered the consciousness. The base of the plate indicate the place preceding the actual chakra. So this is the actual chakra state. The movement is performed slowly because of the possibility of air can go in many directions. So why they do the Ashtanga yogis do stage by stages, so that now it is they can push the air in a proper direction. Example is, suppose you have a house, 2 bedroom, 2 kitchen, hall, puja room, kitchen and toilet and all. So here what happened, suppose a rat enters to your hall. So when you want to chase a rat, if you run behind that, it can sneak into any room. enter to any other room except that main door, which is the way it came in, so same way it get out. So that it will not enter again. So this is how we practically chase the rat. Similarly, the Ashtanga yogis also, no, by meditation and practice, they pushes the air from Mooladhara to the upper chakras. So they closes all the 9 gates. So through which the process of yoga, he wants the soul to escape only through the Brahma Rantra. So that is what his goal. His goal is to push that air, soul out of this body. That's why he gradually doing that so that the soul will not run here and there. So just like a rat now running here and there in the house. The soul also, now if you don't properly, systematically push the air upward, it will sneak into any door, and chances are that it can leave the place through any of 9 gates. So he don't want that to happen. This is the essence of this sloka number 20. In the sloka number 21, what we are understanding from that sloka, Sridhar Goswami telling is, after he leads the air to the point between the eyebrows. So this is a platform where between the eyebrows he is keeping and blocking the 7 pathways, because already anus and genital is closed. So there are the balanced 5 entry points that those points also is blocking it. Situated there for a moment. So each stage without being attached to anything. So he's renounced totally with a clear vision that I have to attain the liberation. His only goal is to attain the liberation. So his focus is detach this body, discharge his from the subtle body. So now his focus only thing is he want to push the soul from the Brahmarandra so that nothing escape. So it's very clear in his vision that he wants only the liberation, nothing else in this material world. His focus is only that, nothing he don't want. The absorbed in the Brahman, so he's totally absorbed in the Brahman. He then pierces the Brahma Mantra and gives up the senses of body. Senses, so then he gives up the sense and body. Yesterday we told us senses mean the gross sense, subtle senses, that is mind, intelligence, false ego. And the body means gross body, this Stula body. At once and goes to Brahman. So he gives up both the things and goes. This is called as a Sadhyo Mukti or immediate Mukti, which is attained by Paramatma meditation people only. So this is possible. This is how they leave the body. So let us recap from we are discussing the 4 points now for favorable, unfavorable for the devotees. Before we conclude for the last sloka, let's recap some of the points what we have discussed in a couple of days. When you feel there is a lot of struggle in KC, yesterday we were telling the last question, no? When you feel that lot of struggle in the Krishna conscious, the day when you not sufficiently heard properly, the day when you are not sufficiently read properly, the day when you are not sufficiently chant properly, that is the day the biggest struggle in office or dealing with others in this world. So this is, we have to understand as a devotee. When we do our favorable, it is easy to avoid unfavorable. So it is good to improve our strength rather than worrying about the weaknesses. That's what we are trying to do. If one follows only the favorable and not following unfavorable, his mood is actually in Maya. So the condition is one follows favorable as per the law he is following, but is not following unfavorable. It's not quitting that. Such people are in the mood of Maya. Sri Prabhupada says that my disciples are not enough fear about Maya. Yeah, you can hear from the Prabhupada lectures. So he says that my devotees are not enough fear about the Maya. So fearful about Maya. That we have to understand. And therefore, we should avoid unfavorable situations. The fear of Maya means what it means, fear. The fear of Maya means it is paranoid by it. So we should not do too much of it. That means I'm not able to operate normally, means I'm not able to lead a normal life. I'm scared of going out because Maya is there, it may attack. So this is called paranoid. So we should not be too much of the worry about Maya, but fear should be there. We should have a healthy fear of Maya. We can operate properly in this world. We can lead a simple life in this world and take up the devotion. This is possible. Not avoiding unfavorable, what it means. Not avoiding favorable. We said now they are such people are the Maya mood. People say that, some people say that I want to experience on myself, and experience is the best teacher. So let's take an example. A friend says that, okay, I want to drink alcohol and other illicit things. So what happens? He gets the experience, but chances that he may get trapped also. Here the consequence for, then what happens? Rest of the life he is being in morose and depressed because of the consequence happened due to the experimenting it. I'll tell you an example. One of my colleagues in the initial days when we were working, youngsters around 20 years old, my ITC cigarette factory, they came, the marketing person came to our office. Ours was an MNC company. So he came and he met my friend. He told that he gave one pack of cigarettes. He said that please try and give me feedback. Okay, you don't have to continue smoking. He's also not started smoking, or he is not a smoker. But since he gave a free packet of 1 or 2 packets, he tried to give feedback. He said that what's the big deal experimenting it. So he started smoking, and after the feedback, he found that it's very good, all the things, and later he couldn't able to leave that habit. He became chain smoker and continuing, even today he's smoking. So this is what happens in our life. When you try to experiment yourself, you get addicted. It will be very difficult to give up that. So this is a set example. Do you want to experience everything? Of course not. We are not supposed to do that, I say. Okay, self-experimenting is dangerous. All the crime and punishment we want to go through in our life. So if you do some crime, you want to experiment, okay, let me steal or let me do a murder and see that what punishment they give. Do you want to do that? No, we don't want to experiment that way. What we are supposed to do is we have to learn from the scriptures, number one. And so that we don't have to go through the experiment. Okay, so we can very well get the knowledge from the scriptures and acharyas. We should learn from the others' experience. We have to see that how others are suffering. That experience also gives us knowledge. How they gone through the suffering in their life. Moreover, we have to hear from the proper authority. First, this is the most topmost is that we have to hear the information, advice from the proper authority, not the roadside people who is giving advice. And read from the, also we should read from the scriptures. So we have to read regularly. So this is like scripture like Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, so much of instructions are given. So these are things. Yesterday I was telling an example. There's one person say that, wow, what is wrong if I eat a non-veg? It gives a lot of protein, so much of energy. So these are the outside people, they give false advices, false experiences. That should not be avoided. So we should take the experience from the advice from the authoritative persons. These are the more of subtle way of understanding and learning. So scripture reading the scriptures are the subtle way of understanding and learning. Then gross way of experimenting is the self-experimenting, refining our consciousness. So we have to refine our consciousness from this gross experimenting it, self-experimenting. So let's move on to further. I hope that you understood. Accepting favorable and not avoiding, accepting favorable and not avoiding unfavorable is it's not a good category because he is not giving up the unfavorable thing. Second thing is not accepting favorable, okay, and avoiding unfavorable. So first thing is they are not accepting the favorable thing, and other side is they are avoiding. So they are putting the unfavorable thing. These are the category of people we are discussing, jnanis, whose most of their life negating, find fault, so they compromise with what is happening. They go with the rules and regulations. So, okay. This is what we understood. Also they cannot reach Paramapadam. So jnanis cannot reach the Paramapadam because they are not give up the unfavorable thing. So third category is not accepting favorable. They are not accepting favorable. Other side, not avoiding. That means accepting unfavorable. The hardcore followers of the material philosophers. So material philosophers are the hardcore people. They are there. They are ignorant. They don't know what to do. That's why both these sides are negative, like Duryodhana type. So today let us cover the last stanza of the last category of devotees. Accepting favorable. What Haribhakti Vilas says is accept the favorable and reject the unfavorable. Okay. So showing their surrender again and again, making the choice moment after moment. Then the revulsion means the change happens in the heart. So if you follow the instruction, you hear properly. Krishna is a well-wisher. He will guide us. Then we will reach the Paramapadam in a matter of time. So who can reach it? If you follow the rules and regulations given in the Shastras, then we will reach the Paramapadam. Those who follow the acceptance of favorable and avoid unfavorable are the best category. That's why we call the devotees. Devotees are the best category of people. Avoiding everything which is godless. So without God means he will avoid. That's why they will not take prasadam outside the unoffered prasadam. They will not take because godlessness. Using things for in relationship with Krishna, that will bring perfect harmony with Krishna. So everything you will use for the service of Krishna. No perplexity in the life, no confusion, no agitation. Every moment which will cherish our heart. So he is always in bliss. Lord is his well-wisher, following the Lord's advice. So he simply follow the Lord's advice, and that is the advancing. This is called the advancing of devotee. How this is a scale to measure that when a devotee is advancing means he is full of bliss. He has to follow the instruction of Lord. This way that one should be guiding, one should be following. So this is how one should follow and he should be guided. So let us understand how do we understand that what is favorable and unfavorable. This is a basic doubt we will have it because this is purely directly to the devotees. By evaluating and examining the questions, first we have to ask ourselves that are we doing correctly? So let us take some of the activity. Does this activity increases my desire to association with the Vaishnavas? If I do that, will I increase the association with the devout Vaishnavas? That means we have a Rath Yatra, we have Snana Yatra. When you participate such activities, you will have the more association with the devotee Vaishnavas. Does this increase my desire for chanting? If you chant in the Mangalati time along with the association of devotees, Zoom tree, Zoom temple or physical temple, then it increases your chanting. Does this increases my desire following the rules and regulations? So what the rules and regulations? reject unfavorable. So rules and regulation, you should follow the 4 regulative principle. If you follow that, is that activity is helping me to follow the 4 regulative principle? Yes, that means okay. Does this increase my ability to avoid the offenses? So if I practicing this, if somebody shouting on me, I just listen and pray to Krishna that this is your this thing and not firing back to him. That is, you are not making any offense against him. So this is the act. Is that I am losing the faith in Krishna? By doing this, is that I am losing the faith in Krishna? No. So finding more reason to escape out of the service. So whenever the festival comes, they take leave and go to the native to avoid the service involvement. So that type of activity is it doing? I'm feeling less desire to chant Krishna. So sometimes not feeling, if you are going out of station, not taking prasadam, then what happens? Your desire to chant. So such activities are the questions you should raise yourself. There are the unfavorable situations which need to be avoided. So unfavorable situation, all this category comes under unfavorable situation. If it is there, then that has to be avoided. We should be taking guidance from the Guru and Sri Prabhupada. Prabhupada also tells in the statement, a spiritual guru master will direct you which is favorable, which is unfavorable. So whenever you are in doubt, you can reach out to the spiritual master. He will tell you that whether your service is favorable to Krishna conscious or unfavorable. So what is the meaning of surrender? So we have to understand the meaning of surrender. Surrender means it's not the just offering obeisances or falling flat for time being. No, that is not the surrender. The actual surrender is following the instruction of accepting favorable and avoiding unfavorable. This is exactly meaning of the surrender. So hope you are clear, and this is the last topic on this surrender. Favorable, unfavorable, we are clear. It is very informative for the devotees to apply in the day-to-day life. It will help them to progress in the devotion. So conclusion of today's last sloka 2.2.22 is that what he is trying to tell is when he pushes the air, the living air to the Ajna Chakra, eyebrow, center of the eyebrow, that is the platform of the platform for the lifting platform. He blocks the 7 roads. So he tried to close all the things. That is 2 ears, 2 noses, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, eyes, nose, mouth. So all the 7 he closes. So that these are the path by which the prana can exit. So already he is closed the anus and genital. So it will not. There is no chance for it going down. Now he closed that upper part of the 5 gate also. So now the soul cannot escape any other route. Because he has already raised it from the Mooladhara to Chakra to Prana in the upper region. It is not. So he stopped the 7 upper parts. Being unattached, not being interested in experiencing enjoyment of Brahmaloka, is totally detached. He is not going to Brahman or Brahmaloka to enjoy. Like Karma Kandis, even though the goal is to get liberation, but they want little bit of enjoyment in Surgaloka, Tapaloka, Magarloka, Janaloka, and Satyaloka. So all these lokas they want to go and enjoy and then come to the liberation. So that is karma muktas. So here we are talking about the Ashtanga yogis who is doing tapasa. So they are not interested to go to Brahmaloka also. He pierces the Brahmarandra. He pierces the Brahmarandra like a rocket is shooted. Gives us the body and the senses. So we understood that senses mean the subtle body is the mind, intelligent, and the false ego, and gross body is this body. Body means gross body. This is how the Paramatma meditation yogi eventually attain the liberation. covered following topics. There are 4 agenda the second canto is covering. So what all we covered is we understood from this second canto is second chapter is the object of meditation of Paramatma, meditation. Paramatma meditating of yogis and description of is covered, and object of meditation of the Virata Rupa meditation yogi, that's also description has been covered. And now last 3 days we covered about Paramatma meditation yogis, how he attained the liberation. So last 3 19, 20, 21 we understood. Now what is pending is Virata Rupa meditation yogis, eventually how he attains the liberation. The last topic we are going to cover in the upcoming slokas, upcoming classes. Do connect with us so that you will be understanding very clear highest philosophy of this second canto, so that now you will understand in an easy way about what is talking about there. So Venkata Srimad Bhagavad, thanks for joining and look forward to your association future also. So next class on Sunday.